Welcome to the Explainer. Look, today we're not just going to talk about focus, we are going to actively build it. We're diving into a dynamic, real-time brain workout pulled straight from our source material that's designed to make your mind sharper, healthier, and honestly, intensely more focused. So get ready, because this is going to be a highly interactive session. We're putting your cognitive limits to the test right here, right now.
Now, you might be sitting there thinking, hey, my mind's already pretty sharp. I don't really need a workout. Well, let's actually put that assumption to the test, shall we? We're going to run through these exercises together and see if we can strengthen those mental muscles even more.
Okay, let's dive into this. You can totally forget about those highly repetitive recommendations you usually hear. We're tossing out the standard advice of just doing more breathing exercises or passive meditation. The workout we've pulled from our source today is packed with truly fun, active challenges, like things you might actually enjoy doing in your downtime, but that serve a highly strategic purpose for your cognitive fitness. All right, entering phase 1, cognitive sprints. This is all about targeting your raw speed and focus. Which brings us to exercise 1, the historically difficult Schulte Table. So this first exercise is completely designed to jolt your cognitive abilities wide awake. I'm going to act as your personal brain trainer here. In just a moment, I'm going to give you a visual test. You're going to need to focus, scan, and process information faster than you probably have all day. Okay, here's the setup, and here are the rules. You're dealing with the numbers 1 through 36, and they are placed entirely at random. Your job is to lock your eyes right on the number in the very center. Then, without moving your gaze away from the middle, try to find all the numbers in ascending order, from 1 all the way up to 36. And you have to try to do it in just 40 seconds. Go ahead and start scanning. 1, 2, 3. Find them. Listen, if you missed a few or if the clock beat you, do not worry at all. The source material highlights that by practicing this specific exercise, your information processing speed and your peripheral vision are going to dramatically improve over time. Let's keep this high momentum going and rapidly transition to our second cognitive sprint. Exercise 2 is the multicolored text challenge. This is a classic visual processing test that is absolutely going to force your brain to deal with two conflicting pieces of information at the exact same time. The rule here is super simple. You must say the color of the text out loud, not the actual word that is written. For example, if the word red is written in blue ink, you have to physically say the word blue out loud. Now, what's really interesting about this visual conflict is that while it sounds incredibly easy, it's actually quite difficult in practice. If you're struggling, that is perfectly normal. It feels hard because it's forcing your brain to process information entirely differently, which directly strengthens your memory, your focus, and your multitasking ability. Moving right into phase 2, the physical rewire. Here we are focusing entirely on the brain-body connection. Let's look at exercise 3, the blindfold challenge. We are going to deliberately take away your primary sense, your sight. By doing this, we force the brain to instantly adapt. It has to rely on other sensory inputs and mental mapping to complete very basic everyday tasks. Try doing these simple things with your eyes completely closed. Grab a pen and write your name on a piece of paper. Try drawing simple shapes, like a circle or a square. Or even harder, try typing a short message on your phone. I highly encourage you to literally pause this explainer right now and try writing your name with your eyes closed. Want a harder level? Try writing your full last name too. This exercise keeps your brain active and directly strengthens your spatial memory and recall. Moving right along to the next physical challenge, exercise 4 focuses entirely on hand coordination. We're looking at the direct pathways between your brain and your extremities. So go ahead and get both of your hands ready, right up in front of you. Okay, step 1, with your right hand, make a peace sign, 2 fingers up. Step 2, with your left hand, make an okay sign. So the crucial point is step 3. You need to switch them together completely simultaneously, meaning your left hand suddenly makes the peace sign and your right hand makes the okay sign. And here is your target number, 20. I challenge you to try and do this simultaneous hand switch 10 times in a row, perfectly, within just 20 seconds. Ready? Start trying it right now. It takes massive concentration to not mix up the fingers, doesn't it? Pushing yourself to do this actively strengthens that critical connection between the brain and the body. Next up is exercise 5, non-dominant hand tasks. This is a super simple concept, but it represents an incredibly powerful daily habit shift. You're going to take the automated, thoughtless actions of your day and turn them into deliberate brain-building moments. Just take a look at these everyday tasks: brushing your teeth, writing notes, eating your meals.
The challenge here is to do the tasks you usually do with your dominant hand, but use your other hand this time. According to our source, this action literally forms entirely new neural pathways and really supercharges that vital brain-to-body communication. Give it a try later today and see just how awkwardly hard it feels at first.
All right, phase 3, the long game. This is where we build lifestyle habits for lasting focus. Let's talk about exercise 6, brain games. We always hear that games on our devices are addictive and bad for us, right? Well, this brilliantly illustrates the divide between the two types of gaming. Research shows that mind-challenging brain builders like Sudoku, chess, riddles, or Lumosity actively improve decision-making and memory. You absolutely must separate these from passive addictions, like Candy Crush or mindless mobile games. Those don't challenge your cognitive limits at all. They simply hook your attention.
Which leads us perfectly into our final concept. Exercise 7, reducing your dependence on technology. We need to take our brains completely off autopilot. When we rely on our smart devices way too much for daily memory tasks, our brain simply works less. Honestly, it just gets lazy.
The source strongly urges us to manually do tasks we normally outsource to our phones. Try doing basic math calculations without opening the calculator app. Put some real effort into memorizing important phone numbers again. Try to remember your grocery list when you go to the store instead of always writing it down first. Doing these basic things manually forces your brain to engage, making you much more self-reliant and significantly strengthening your memory. I want to leave you with this powerful thought that perfectly summarizes the next step for anyone attempting these exercises. Rewire your brain to crave hard work. This is the core philosophy behind all 7 exercises we explored in today's explainer. Your brain is a muscle. It thrives on friction, on a good challenge, and on the hard work of building entirely new neural pathways.
So, I leave you with this provocative question to ponder. What everyday task will you force yourself to do manually tomorrow? Will you try brushing your teeth with your left hand? Will you finally memorize a new phone number? Pick one, commit to it, and enjoy the feeling of an actively engaged, highly focused brain. Thanks for learning with us today.